Welcome to the Natural Way of Being video blog. My name is Michael Hoffman. And I want to start by saying happy pre-spring, I'm going to call it, and happy time change. I think I'm the only person of my friends here in Ashland that's happy about the time change. And the reason I'm happy about the time change is it does this in the fall too. I like it. Actually, I like both of them. And it gives you this dramatic shift of, in this case, springtime energy. All of a sudden, it just is springtime. It did help. We had a really nice weekend here in Ashland as well. That often helps too. But it's this dramatic thing, so all of a sudden we can feel it, and then something inside of us is like, yes, it's springtime. And we experience springtime in early March, which is kind of cool. And it's kind of cool spiritually too, because what happens is, and one of the main values, I guess I would say, of the medicine wheel is that the energy of nature, okay, as it goes around the various seasons and all the things that are going on in nature in the various times of the year, that energy is the same energy that's going on with us. But what it can do is the nature's energy, if we allow that energy in, if we connect with it, if we allow ourselves to feel it, it can awaken that energy in us. And that's really cool. So in the spring, what that means is it's awakening that what I call the east energy, okay? Because in our tradition, the spring is in the east on the medicine wheel. And my teacher used to call it east energy. And it's that energy of like pure possibility, okay? And it's that energy of vision and clarity, and the eagle is represents that in our tradition. The eagle, is clarity. It flies high above our beliefs and our stories and our fears, and our beliefs, all that stuff. And it allows us to see things objectively, see things as they are. And then also it can see the vision for the new because it's not obstructed by our stories, right? So really powerful medicine. And now, by getting a dose of this energy, an infusion of this east energy, we now have the ability to allow that in. And so I really just recommend is like celebrate springtime. If you're a purist, call it pre-spring. Celebrate the nice weather. Go to the park, play frisbee, whatever you do, or have a barbecue, whatever you do to celebrate spring, it's a really good time to do that because you're giving your body and your mind a signal that it's spring. And I can experience spring, which means I'm feeling spring, which means I'm allowing the springtime energy into my heart and into my being. And when it does that, it's like I said before, it awakens that east energy inside of us. It awakens our vision for what we're going to see and accomplish this year, like what our intention might be for the coming year. It awakens the energy of possibilities and potentiality. It's a really perfect time to just see all the possibilities. You can decide which ones you want to explore and which ones you don't want to later. It's almost like a brainstorming where you explore all the ideas. In this case, we're exploring all the possibilities. And what really promotes that is when we awaken that east energy inside of us by allowing it in from outside of us, from nature. Because east energy is the energy of pure possibility. It's not like the east energy awakens possibility. It's like it is that. It is clarity. East energy, its essence is clarity. Its essence is possibility. Its essence is vision. and seeking a vision, for my life and for my people. It's like that is its essence. So if we experience it and we get psyched about spring, that happens. And then all of a sudden we see possibilities. We see the potentialities. We start dreaming in positive dreaming. We start dreaming about what we might want to explore this coming year, or what we're drawn to. We start noticing what we're drawn to, because it's newness, so that is why I really like the time change. So, some of my friends are like, oh, it takes me weeks for my body to adjust. And that may be, but meanwhile, while we have a time change, they've talked about taking it away several times. I don't know what happened to that, but I thought we even voted for it. But anyway, something happened. And while it's here, okay, it's late in the evening. I know it's darker in the morning, but it's later in the evening. Enjoy that east energy. Enjoy the energy of springtime. Celebrate springtime. It's been a long winter, whatever. Listen to Here Comes the Sun, or whatever you do. Go for a walk, go out with short sleeves on, with your bare feet, or whatever, celebrate spring, and that will awaken that in you, and then start working and allowing that east energy to affect you. Okay, and by noticing possibilities and seeking your vision and seeing things clearly, and tying into the energy of the eagle, which is the energy of possibility and clarity, and vision. So have some of that, and the best way to do it is by celebrating spring and enjoying the longer days in the evening. Sit out in your patio, and have a cup of tea or a glass of wine, and like whatever you do, your neighbor, I now sit outside, and my neighbors walk around. I haven't seen them all winter because everyone's been hibernating. Now I'm sitting out there and I'm seeing people and having conversations again. And it just is like, that's East energy. The community and the world is coming alive again. And as the world comes alive, we come alive. So that is my video for this week. Thank you so much for watching. And I hope you enjoy your week, and I hope you celebrate spring, experience East energy, and you experience coming alive, coming out of your hibernation. And I will see you in a week.